What up YouTube, this is Jamie the Kid 00 and I'm back with my first deck video of the new format. Well, the September ban list has brought us some really difficult changes to work with, but I'm sure we'll find another way around them eventually. This format is looking to be Twilight dominated, to be honest. A lot of the decks that were mainstream have gone on their way out, and a lot of old decks are going to be seeing some more play again. But the main card everyone's talking about in this format is Blacklisted Soldier, and this is a deck that is built not primarily to get him out, but that can use him. Anyway, coming up for you is a Twilight deck that I've built that is majority Lightsworn, but that's enough of me talking. Let's get onto the actual list. Alright, the main card of the deck, of course, is Blacklisted Soldier. It's great to see him back. He's going to see a lot of abuse. He's going to be played in every deck he can. A brilliant card, easily the dominator of this format. Next up, as I said, I do a Lightsworn type deck, so I run 2 Judgment Dragons. Although it went to 3, sorry about this glare. Although it went to 3, I don't think it should necessarily be run at 3. I think it's a great card at 2. At 3, it's probably going to get a bit cloggy. So I'm going to keep mine at 2 for now. But of course, playtesting may prove otherwise. I run the 1 Lumina mainly because it's limited to 1. But it is a great card for bringing back all your Lightsworns from the grave, recycling cards from your hand to the grave, getting your Plague Spreaders and Glow-Ups to the grave. She is also crucial for me getting out my level 9, so my Trishula and my Mist one. Brilliant card. Would not run a Lightsworn deck without her. I run 1 Celestia, just a brilliant Monarch type card all round. The double destruction is great, the milling is great in this deck. Just there's not much I can say on her, but I wouldn't run a Lightsworn deck without 1 Celestia at least, possibly even 2, but it might get a bit cloggy. Next up, personal choice here, I run 2 Jane. I'd probably change the second one out if I had an Erin or a Lila, but I need to get a hold of those. Please let me know in the comment box below, by the way, if you have one going for trades. I'm looking to get one. But yeah, 2 Jane in this deck. I like her because she's a brilliant beat stick, and of course, as I said before, I run the second one in lieu of an Erin. Because otherwise I run Erin. I run 1 Garroth, mainly because it's another name for my Judgment Dragon. Also, it helps with the milling engine, also helps with the drawing engine because of that effect that he carries. Good card, and another level 4 for my Exceasing. I run 1 Arcus, simply because he's another level 3 that I can use to get Leviath Dragon or Leviair using Lumina. He's a great defender. He's also got that great effect where your Lightsworns can't be targeted by card effects. And of course, he's another Miller. Next up, I run not 1, not 2, but 3 Wolf. While this is a Twilight deck, I still want to stick to 3 Wolf, because Wolf is really useful in this deck, especially with the Xyz era about. It just gives me fodder for Synchro, Exceasing, Tough Beater, things like that. And it also, if I draw him, I've got a lot of discard cards in my deck, so he's not going to go to waste. And again, he's another Lightsworn name in the grave. And finally, for the Lightsworns, I run 2 Rykos. Not much else I can really say about the Rykos. I wouldn't run 3 because that would get a bit too much. Great mill, great destruction, brilliant card, even now. That's it for the Lightsworns, but we're on to the Darks. I run 1 Plague Spreader, simply because this deck is a milling deck, true and true. I run 2 Spirit Reaper, because this deck does need an element of stalling, if just the milling engine isn't going my way, or I just don't have anything. It's just nice to have Spirit Reaper to fall back on, really. I run 1 Tour Guide. I need another 2, but of course they're way out of my price range, so 1 will do for now. I'm just, for the chance to get hold of the Saki combo of getting, Leviathan Dragon out. It's just a really good card to have, but this card will easily be the dominating factor of this format. If you're not running a deck with this card in, you're going to have a hard time in any tournament. Next up, around 1 Gauze, even more powerful in this format with the back row hate that's out there. Your field is going to get cleared a lot more by the likes of Heavy Storm and those 3 MSTs. So Gauze is going to see a lot more play, even though it saw play in 4 out of 5 decks already. Brilliant card, definitely keep it in this format. I run 1 Dark Armed Dragon because it's Dark Armed and this deck has a lot of dark. And a lot of graveyard manipulation as well. Personal tech choices here. I run 1 Morphing Jar, 1 Effect Veiler, which I'm siding a second one, 1 Summoner Monk, and I'll probably run 2 when my second one arrives, and 1 Glow Up Bulb, because this is a milling deck, and Glow Up Bulb can be used just to abuse those wolves to get into Catastor, things like that. Anyway, that's it for monsters. Moving on to spells. I run 1 Charge of the Light Brigade, because it's charge. Brilliant card. I run 3 Solar Recharges, simply because with the amount of light spawns you've got kicking around in this deck, it's just a brilliant card to have. Brilliant draw engine, brilliant mill engine, and it lets you recycle those Raikos and just get more light spawns in the grave for your JDs. The big spell card for the format, Heavy Storm, gotta be run. This is the staples now, by the way. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole. I run 1 Pot of Avarice simply because it's down to 1. It's still just as useful if you draw into it. 1 Foolish Burial, because you can use this with your wolves to get them straight onto the field. You can also use it with your Glow Up Bulb and your Plague Spreader. I run 1 Reinforcement of the Army because there is a large warrior content in this deck. I run 2 Monster Reincarnation because of the Judgment Dragon and the Chaos Sorcerer. Sorry, I'm not Chaos Sorcerer, he's gone. My Blackluster Soldier that I like to recycle if possible. So that's it for spells. On to traps. My trap lineup is very small because of Heavy Storm out there and all the back row hate. So I only run the 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, 1 Starlight Road for Dark Holes and Heavy Storms. Really good card this format. I run 2 Solemn Warnings because it's a staple for any deck I build, and 1 Solemn Judgment. Alright, that is the main deck. On to the extra. I run 2 Allied Justice Catastor. In a format that's going to be light and dark, I think he's going to be great for taking out Blackluster Soldier, because Blackluster is a light. This is just a really card for taking out the light aspect of those decks. He's just a general all-round good card. He's never going to be bad, I feel. Never going to be bad. Level 6s, I run 1 Brionac and 1 Gaia-Knight. Where's my level 7? There we go. For my level 7s, I run 1 Black Rose Dragon. I don't get into level 7s that much with this deck, so I'm only running the 1 as a kind of contingency option. For my level 8s, I run 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Colossal Fighter, because he's ridiculously powerful, and 1 Stardust Dragon for my Starlight Road. Finally, I run 2 level 9s. I run my Trishula and my Mistworm. It's a difficult choice between either of these cards, simply because, you know, they perform such different tasks depending on what's out on the field, so I can never choose one over the other. So are always really good cards to have in a deck, always. That's it for my Synchros. Onto the Xyzes. I run 1 Steel Swarm Roach and 2 Utopias. Also, if I can be bothered to Windows Movie Maker this, I'll also have 1 Leviair Dragon and 1 Leviathan Dragon. Leviair because he helps me get my helps to get back all my remove from play stuff, so my Plague Spreaders and things like that. Just a generally good card to have, and I can use him with my Lumina and my Tour Guide. Brilliant cards. And of course Leviathan, just again the same reasons, and he's a brilliant beat stick. But yeah guys, this has been my first deck list of the new format. It's very rough, it hasn't been play tested at all yet. So yeah, please get back to me on in the comment box below. Let me know what you think about this. I'm going to be back with some other decks, just more specific archetypes. I just thought Twilight was something I should really get out there soon. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what I can change, because I'm going to need help with this, because I've got a tournament up and coming, and it's got to be a big one for me. But yeah, thanks guys. I'll see you in the comment box. Have a good one.